Hello, good day to everyone. Nice to meet you. My name is Juan Jose Cueva. I am the founder of Enjoy and Live Cosmetics, 100% natural, right from the Amazons and the Sierras in Ecuador. I introduced myself to you. I was lucky enough to get a scholarship to go to Korea, which is the number one in cosmetology. I got a master's, and when I was there, I began investigating about all the cosmetics that they have available because I wanted to bring them over to Latin America. However, I was unable to find a product that was 100% organic. And I personally like to be the most natural I can be. So when I got to Ecuador, I was lucky enough to hear it from a person. And this person said, "You don't know that we have this seed in the Amazons called the cacai, which has double the amount compared to argan oil." And that's where the journey began. I began investigating to create, enjoy, and live. I am from Ecuador. I was born in Cuenca. We are a very passionate team when it comes to showing the wonders that we have with incredible properties for the skin. So let us continue. So we are in Ecuador. For the most part, many of you probably agree that we have the greatest materials available because of the location that the country is in. The sun hits in a perpendicular way, which allows us to have the greatest tools in the world. And overall, we have the Amazonian region, which is the lung. We have the Sierra. We have the mountains, the Andes Mountains, and we also, of course, have Galapagos. And so this is how we're going to get started with this mission to demonstrate and show what our country has to offer. Why? Because the world deserves it. So I will explain what the advantage is from our company. On the left, you see cacai. It's a seed. These are the ingredients that we put in our products. So what's interesting is that it's got omega-6, 70 at a 70% level, double the amount compared to argan. Argan oil only contains at 35% of omega-6, which is linoleic acid, and we have retinol, which helps us regenerate our cells. And we have Dovol compared to the mosquera rose. This is considered a product in excellence. What other ingredients do we use? We use quinoa. And just for you to know, astronauts take it to the space so they can eat it because it's the best source of food available. And the United Nations has said that it's the best food to eliminate hunger. This is at number 8 of the superfoods. So we have quinoa, which contains B complex, which is good for the skin. We have the guayusa, which is a plant located in the Amazonian region. 90% of it is in Ecuador. The most interesting is that it's got double the antioxidants compared to green tea. In other words, the skin, in simpler words, the skin doesn't always last. We have Sacha Inchi, which is the picture that you see here on the right. If you see it, it looks like a star. And translated into Spanish will be like referring to the peanut. It's another ancestral product And what's interesting is that it contains omega-3, which has the most omega-3 in the world. Uh, the human body does not generate omega-3. It's got to get it from somewhere else. That's what Sacha Inchi has to offer. And now I'm going to indicate the products one by one. What are the products and its benefits to the skin? The KK oil is 100% organic, 100% natural. The oil is amazing for the skin to avoid expression lines. Well, if you have them, you can attenuate them. What's interesting about this is that when you buy it, you are contributed to the planet and the Indian communities. I'm going to tell you a little story. The Indian communities in Ecuador have the name of Quichuas, Charas, Ashuaras, and they have the keke tree in their homes. So for the people who are not Indians, we are called colonos. So they don't have this tree because it was cut off because it was not producing an income. So then what the colonials did was dedicate to cattle, and the number one cause that ruins things to the planet that's the number one cause. What do we look for? What are we searching for? We want to replant the trees. We want to make the forest alive again, and motivating the locals with an income. So we pay them a fair price. We pay those communities a fair price. They did not take those trees off. They didn't rip them because they respect Mother Earth. They call it Pachamama. I personally have been there with them, and they have told me that they haven't cut the tree off because it's always been there with them. So this is wonderful. It not only helps our skin, but you're also supporting the communities and the environment. So the KK oil and its benefits prepares and moisturizes the skin. So it's got an anti-aging thing, and it revitalizes the skin. The oil will be absorbed quickly, and it will restore the cellular and elasticity, and it will make your skin firm. And you can definitely use it on your face, on your neck, and please remember that your neck will show the age. Your neck is super important. People forget to take care of the neck. At the tip of your hair and your hands, of course. And we see so many spots on our hands due to age at some point, especially because of the sun. So the oil, just to summarize it, it's got 70% of oil, it's got retinol levels, which helps us regenerate the cells in our skin, which makes it a product in excellence. And we support those communities, we support the environment. We go to the next product, which is Quinoa and Sacha Inche. I want to continue with the story. I personally went to the Amazons. We did some studies on the oil after we extracted everything. And I was searching for an expert, someone who knew about the subject. I am from Cuenca, and people are so away from everyone else. They come and retire to stay away from society after they worked. So it's a lot of tourists living here. And I met Dr. Adriana. She used to be the technical director of Shiseido. Shiseido is a very well-known brand globally, and she has a PhD in Tokyo, Japan, and along with her, we began doing these formulas. I remember clearly when I showed her the results that the oil gave. She said, Juan, you have to go to Europe. They're going to appreciate you more over there. And I said, well, we have so many other products that are wonderful here in Ecuador, and they haven't been taken care of the way they should. And so she helped me, and I said, I want to be the natural lancome, the organic one, 100%. We have the quinoa, let's do something with that. And that's how the idea came into place. We had the support from her from the very beginning, which helped us to be able to make this wonderful product. This exfoliator is made out of quinoa and sacha inche. Quinoa ferments in the skin, which is marvelous, and it's an exfoliator which makes your skin soft. It's especially for those sensitive skins, for those people who look for something different. Sacha inchi has omega-3, so you are giving your skin the best. Aside from exfoliating, you're adding properties which moisturize your skin, and it's good for you. So the exfoliator, why is it so important to do that? We somehow change, we actually go through a change in our skin, and there are dead skins. We have to get them out. And what happens is that when people do not use an exfoliator and they do sports and they go out on the city, they go out to nature, there's so much contamination that stays in our skin. And adding to the fact that our nails grow and our hair grows and we're changing from skin constantly. And if you don't exfoliate, and then you start taking care of your skin, and when you go out in the sun and you have skin particles, you start getting spots. The sun generates that in your skin. And many of the times it's because people do not use an exfoliator. You must use an exfoliator. Every person must do that. Even if you use creams and you're taking care of yourself, it really isn't helping if you don't exfoliate. So exfoliators help with the health of your skin. It prevents from premature aging. It helps the lines. It helps the spots from using the intensity. It eliminates the dead cells. And it helps your skin from getting pimples and spots. The exfoliator you can use as mascara because the quinoa goes into a fermentation point and you can leave it on your face skin as a mask. You can put it 2 to 3 times a week. You don't exfoliate, but you just put it on your skin and then you use it with cold water and take it off. It's important to mention that the exfoliator, when you exfoliate, you must use a lot of cold water. And then you can use your facial cream or your serum or a facial oil. You cannot just leave it like that after you exfoliate. After you exfoliate, you must use your facial cream. The exfoliator is recommended to be used once or twice a week. If it's a person who has sensitive skin, just do it once a week. Our exfoliator is good, but if you use it 1 or 2 times a week, you should be fine. Rest assured, if you have a much mature skin, you can use it 2 to 3 times a week. I repeat, our exfoliator is totally different from the other ones. It won't leave you with, it won't scratch your skin. It's gonna leave it super. 10 out of 10 people love it. This is the most sold product. The eye contour, it contains cacao oil, it's got guayusa, it's got double the antioxidants compared to green tea, it's got oatmeal, and it's got butter. It's got eucalyptus extract, and it gives it a refreshing effect. The area around your eyes is the thinnest area on your skin, on our skin in our bodies, so we must treat it differently. Just like the pH is different. Guayusa contains antioxidants. What will that do? Well, thankfully, to omega 6 and the KK oil, the moisturizing effects, it will help from reducing the bags under the eyes, which is what we most of us look for. It adds nutrients to our skin, a calming sensation. It revitalizes the tired skin. These are the recommendations of use. If people have bags under the eyes, you must do it from outside to the inside area and just do it clockwise. You can do it in the morning or at night. It is a top seller. I suggest and I tell you and assure you that it's 100% organic. It contains the Wayusa and the KK. And just remember that you are doing it under a fair trade to the reforestation of the environment. This is another product which is a facial moisturizing cream, which is for people of 40 years and older. Skin that's 40 years and older is different from other skins. Um, when we are 25, the levels go down, the collagen starts going down. So the skin will become wrinkled because of the lack of collagen. If we add the poor way of eating, alcohol, the environment, tobacco effects, drugs, and all of those things result into making our skin get older. If you don't sleep well, if you have stress, which is very common, eating fast food, the sun, I almost forgot about the sun, makes our skin get older at a faster rate than it should. So that's why we make a cream for people who are 40 years younger, so that we can avoid from the skin getting older at a faster rate. So it contains the KK oil, aloe vera, which has always been, and it's always been, the marble. And we also have almond oil, which contains vitamin A. So we look for people who reach a certain age and they regret not taking care of themselves. So the cream must be used in the morning at a minimum amount. You can use on the neck, your nose, and your forehead. It protects the skin. It protects you from the poisonous factors on a daily basis. So please remember that your face skin is the one that exposes the most. And the moment that you go out and do an activity, we are exposed with our skin. Please, let's take care of it. We have a hydrating cream for people 40 years and older. What's the difference with the other one? This is more of an anti-aging cream. It contains KK oil, it's got carrot oil, it's got avocado oil. And avocado contains vitamin B, it contains aloe vera and vitamin E. This product is ideal for people who are 40 years and older to treat a much older skin. It really restores elasticity. It's got a perfect combination of ingredients which will improve the hydration and the moisture. It will moisture our skin. This cream I personally love, because it has a unique texture that can be felt right away, and it leaves your skin super moisturized. So we have the water part and the smelly side of the skin. And so our skin will wrinkle when it's not moisturized. And so this combination is the perfect thing for our face skin. So all the products are 100% natural, free from parabens. What are parabens? These are conservatives that end up in a bad place. There, many scientific studies have been done, especially they speak about parabens. They have found it when it comes to breast cancer situations. So the conservatives that we use are 100%. So we, the conservatives that we use are certified to be 100% free from alcohol. The products are free of alcohol, ethylical alcohol, which irritate our skin. Our products are free from that. No animal cruelty included, obviously. No fragrance. Fragrance free. We do not add fragrance to our products because we believe that they do not support our skin in any way. We've done studies when it comes to this, of course. These are vegan products, which means that they don't have anything coming from an animal. So when you look at the ingredients on your products, you won't see that we are using parts from any animal. These are 100% vegan products. This is a very important information. And precaution, which means avoid from reaching your eyes, and if you do, consult your doctor. Conserve it in a cold weather, which is not 25 degrees or higher than that, and of course keep it in the light. This is not medicinal. This is not being sold in the US just yet. I will answer some of the questions that I'm seeing on here that I'm always asked, and one of those questions is, Juan, what do you have for the spots? What do I do? The answer is, for the spots, you have to use everything. Taking care of your skin is just like wanting to have an athletic body. A person who's an athletic has to eat right. That person has to work out. That person has to sleep well. It's a combo. It's a combination, and that's what happens in your skin. A person that wants something for the spots on their face, you have to have the moisturizing cream. It's for day and night. You have to have your eye contour. And in this case, I recommend the KK oil, which has retinol levels which regenerate your cells. So the KK is better to use it at night, unless you need to do it during the day. Just make sure you use sunscreen 2 to 3 hours. Why? Because it's an oil, and oils, when exposed to the sun, they become dark. So it's better if you do it at night, if you apply it at night. The other frequent question that I'm asked is if the oil is good for oily skin. And the answer is yes. There was a study made in Germany, made at a lab, about the KK oil. And they talk about the oily skin. So the body generates fat because of the lack of fat. If you're wise, you will agree on this. The body produces oil because it lacks oil. So it's best if you add a few drops and find the equilibrium according to your pH levels. There will be people that will need more than that, but oily skin will find it's the right level, so that you can add the right omega levels so that you're not generating higher levels of oils. The creams also have KK oil, and that's why we recommend them. There is a myth that oily skin doesn't need oil. You can always research it on Google, and that's what you're gonna get. For specific problems on the skin, I will recommend to always speak to your doctor, to the esthetician, because many of the times it's hormonal. And we always recommend estheticians who are as organic as possible, because our clientele searches for something new. They're tired of the typical thing. We're trying to change this, and we're trying to offer a 100% organic product. As a philosophy, contributing to the environment and the communities. This is very important. It's important to take care of yourself. You have to have the exfoliator. What will be the order? That will be the other question. So the order is, on a clean face, the first thing that you want to do is exfoliate, and then you will have to apply the cream, then the oil, and then the eye contour. Logically, the oil not in the morning, unless you use sunscreen every 3 hours, and the exfoliator. Well, we already went to the instructions on how many times we will have to apply those to our skin. We are a community. We are growing constantly. We're a new company in the search to change the cosmetological world. We are innovating. These are unique products in the world. We use the mixtures. We are the first company in the world, the most unique one for using Guayusa oil. We want to improve and mention that Latin America does have to offer products in excellence when it comes to innovation and quality to the world. We have been able to make sales in Spain, in England, and our goal is to always get to South Korea. And we know that we are capable of doing it. We have an expansion in Europe as well. And we have to take advantage of what we have here. We have the best of the best in the world, and we can do the same. If we have superfoods in Ecuador, we can do super cosmetics. Our company's name is Enjoy and Live, because a person who enjoys and lives life, that person loves him or herself. So the result of this is to take care of your temple, of your house, to take care of yourself. And what better way to do it in the organic way? Thank you, all of you, for your attention, for being here. It's a pleasure to present. Let's enjoy and live life taking care of ourselves naturally.